accessing apartments, as every new real estate agent learns. And I tell every new real estate agent when we talk about marketing that they should write an article. And the title of the article should be the top 5 things that blew my mind as a new real estate agent in New York City. Every new agent should write that article, right? Write it on LinkedIn. Why not? Top 5 things I learned as a new real estate agent that blew my mind in New York City. Somebody play with the words, play with the order of the words, all right? Write an article. But one of those 5 or one of those 10, if you're feeling energetic, you want to write a lot. One of those 10 should be accessing apartments, because it's what we call a clusterfuck. Okay, it is a mess out there. Number 1, lockboxes. Okay, in any other market, you have lockboxes. You go there, there's a key inside. Most of the other markets have Bluetooth lockboxes, where you pay a subscription fee. By the way, all of you guys in any other market would have to pay a subscription fee to an MLS and the Realtor Board and the Lockbox monthly subscription plan. Fun times, right? And then you open that app, and you go to the building, you touch it, the lockbox opens. Okay? Not in New York City. When there's a lockbox, usually the key's missing, right? Because you get shady brokers who steal the keys. Sometimes the lockboxes are inside the building. That's stupid, because you got to get in the building. Sometimes they're hung out. The lockboxes are hung like on the little trees outside of the building or something like that. It's a mess. But a lot of the time there's no key there. Sometimes the key might be left with the bodega or the pizza shop downstairs from the apartment in the retail space owned by the building. That happens a lot. Sometimes you have to call the super to get in. Sometimes you got to buzz the super to let you into the building, but the apartment door is unlocked. You will be surprised in New York City the number of doors that are left unlocked. Okay? Sometimes there's a master key. The master key will work for all of the apartment doors that are vacant. Okay? They just take these lock cylinders and change it to the master key. Anytime there's a vacant apartment, they put this master key lock on all the locks. The problem is the keys have been copied a million times, so you really got to go in and jiggle them a lot. Okay? They're old keys. But master lock. Sometimes it's for the building. Sometimes you have a master key for the building, and the apartment doors inside are left unlocked. Which is a problem if your competition shows the apartment before you, thinks their client wants to apply, and locks the apartment behind them. Right? Because then access is through a credit card. Right? Sliding it through the lock on the door jamb there. Sometimes you pick up the key at the owner's office. Sometimes we have the keys here. If it's a doorman building, you might pick up the key at the front desk, or the doorman building might have an on-site leasing office. The on-site leasing office might just have a show up and show policy, or the on-site leasing office might require that you make an appointment based off their availability. Which I tell you, sometimes if you're with a client and they're only in town for the day or something like that, go show up at the building and beg them. Tell them you don't need a full tour, that you can show them the gym and the laundry room. You just want to peek into the apartment real quick, and you can do it in between their other clients. And you'll sit there as long as you need to. If you do it nicely and beggingly, they'll usually let you in. But try. It's the not trying that you have no shot at. Exclusive listings. Oftentimes the list, no, we're not on the next page, same page, accessing listings. Jason, add your notes. Exclusive listings. Usually the exclusive listing agent will want to be there. Now, if you're showing a home in New Jersey or Connecticut or upstate New York or Pennsylvania, and you're working with a buyer, you book the appointment and you go to the home, nobody's there, you let yourself in. And the fact that you're licensed by the state as a real estate salesperson allows you the ability to tour somebody else's house, and you would be liable for anything that happens.
Oh.
Okay? In New York, you would be liable for anything that happens. So if you have a buyer that wants to see a house in Pennsylvania, you go show the house, nobody else is there, you and your buyer. Okay? In New York City, for some reason, I don't understand. The showing agent, the landlord's agent, or the owner's agent, the seller's agent, typically wants to be present, always. It's a weird thing about New York City I don't get. I think it's a little bit silly. It's not always the case, but most of the time, the landlord's agent wants to be present. And meaning you have to schedule around their schedule. It's a pain in the ass. Always, and write this shit down, guys, prep your client. You will look like a terrible real estate agent if you show up to a locked door, especially if you were told by the landlord, just buzz the super or wait for somebody to enter or exit the building and the apartment's unlocked. And you show up and you hit a locked door. Your client is going to think that you are inept. Your client is going to think that you're a lousy real estate agent. If you prep your client and say, hey, just a heads up, the landlord just told us when we get there to buzz the super and to let us in the building and the apartment's unlocked, I don't think we should have a problem, but just give me a heads up, like that's what it is. And then you get there and the super's not home or the apartment door is locked. Then it's on the client, right? You told the client, you forewarned them. Okay, but it doesn't make you look inept. Okay, let's talk about previewing.